So I'm about to show you an offer stack. And what I'm going to show you, literally, these points I'm about to teach you is I'm going to give you my what I learned when I read this section. So I'm literally going to take a session, a coaching session from Elijah. Elijah was one of the prophets. He was Elijah's Elijah was a mentor. He was a mentor and a mentee because he was a teachable. One of his students was a wife who came to him and he gave her a coaching session, a financial coaching session, a life coaching session that changed her life and her family's life forever. And so literally you could take the same section of the scriptures that I'm going to use, you could build an entire coaching program around it if you decided to. Like literally. Or you could create $1,000 home study course that you sell on a webinar, literally, and just go into more detail on each one of the points that I'm going to make, that I'm going into, and you can just fill in the gaps. Okay, so I'm going to go through this relatively quickly because when we get down to the end, we're going to take 10 or 15 minutes. We're going to go over with all the people who applied. But before I do that, for those of you who might be thinking, okay, you're still kind of hung up on the Bible thing, and I just need you to know it doesn't matter. You don't have to believe in the Bible. You don't need to believe in the Bible for these lessons to make sense for you. You don't have to have the same belief I do, and that's okay. And we can still be friends. But I'm going to teach you some things that are going to change your business. So I want to read you a story, and then I'm going to break down the story, and I'm going to show you in this story. One of the things I said earlier this week is how, things that I learned from the Bible, these are things that were written beforehand. They were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort, through patience and understanding of the scriptures, might have literally. If I wanted to, I could build a whole coaching program or home study course on just chapter 1 of Genesis. This is how powerful it is. And there are more success principles. There are so many success principles in business success principles in the Bible. And in Genesis chapter 1, success principles for life. There are so many success principles. So it's almost like God kind of got this wry smile on his face when he wrote Genesis chapter 1, said, well, in case you don't get to chapter 2, I'm going to put a whole bunch of stuff in here. It's literally mind-blowing, right? So anyway, so understand that the Bible is where I get some of my content from. It's what I've learned my entire life from the scriptures, and it's essence of what I put into the trainings that I offer to my clients. So we've already covered what an offer is. What is an offer? But let's just go over that one more time. The opportunity you give a potential client to exercise their desire to buy or otherwise obtain the thing or things that you help them realize they've desired all along, at the price that you previously decided on and they have subsequently agreed to, which they now expect to use to make their experience of life exponentially better. Okay? That is what an offer is. So you know how to create content now. Now you've got to offer it. You've got to create an offer that people are going to want. And I'm going to show you through this story what that looks like and how that works. And I'm going to teach you success principles that it's going to blow your mind. Okay? So what an offer stack is. A stack means to arrange or organize a bunch of items in a pile in an orderly fashion in order to make some aspect of dealing with them or using them easier. Okay, so that's what a stack is. But it also means to arrange a deck of cards or other objects in such a way that gives you an unfair advantage because you know the order before the hidden side is revealed. Hence, the figure of speech to stack the deck in one's favor. So what I'm telling you, the ultimate success stack is to understand God's perspective. That's the ultimate success. And that's not what you thought you came for. But you probably are wondering, where did this guy come up with this stuff? Where did this all come from? And don't worry, because I am not politically correct. Guys, girls, you'll hear it. I say this all the time. I say, hey, you guys. Okay, you guys, I hope you understand what we're talking about. I'm not going to worry about saying guys and girls. This is also another thing that it's good to know about me, because it's something that I think it's, in our world today, we get so offended over every little thing, and we want people to take care of how we want them to say it, instead of us trying to understand what their perspective is and trying to come to them in a learning place where we're trying to understand them. And we don't go there because we don't have time for that. We're busy being successful. We're busy finding lives to change. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so, and I'll tell you, I didn't figure this stuff out because I'm so smart. It's because I go to people who are better than me at something that my coaches, they teach me, they show me what to do. And some of the things I figure out myself, but the things I figure out myself, guess what? It always takes a lot longer. I don't even have time to go into that. Okay, but you're probably, you're wondering where did all this stuff come from? I'm telling you, it came from books I read, from coaches I've hired, from the excuse me, from the trainings I've been to. And the Bible is a series of stacks that gives those who know it. And when I say know, I mean know it I mean know. When you know it, gives you a practical and unfair advantage over those who don't. My job is to help people get that advantage, take that advantage, use that advantage to my benefit, to help me serve my clients at the highest level, so it helps them to their benefit. Your job is to learn to take advantage of your advantages. I don't believe there are people who are success coaches who don't believe the Bible, but every success principle they teach came from the Bible. It works, right? Because all truth belongs to God. But you say, I don't believe that. That's okay. I'm not trying to get you to believe. I'm just like giving you an inside track, okay?